This has been Countdown to Kickoff. The opening kick is right around the corner.
It's about to get ugly.
Back to the stadium we go for Trojan football on KINA Sports.
Welcome back into Ellsworth High School. Devin Haney, Jathan Show, also Big Sam Pretty producing and engineering. We're just about ready to kick off week number 3 of high school football here on KINA. The Southeast of Saline Trojans on the road here to take on the Bearcats from Ellsworth. Southeast will come out in their third jersey combination of the season. Tonight, going with the purple pants, white jersey, purple helmet with the Trojan on the side. Ellsworth, meanwhile, will try to protect their home field with black pants, red jersey, black numeral, no outline, but mind you, just a black numeral on a red jersey and a black helmet with their number on each side. Jathan, you're going to be on the field all night long. We'll two-man crew and tag team this bad boy, and tell you what, it is a beautiful night to be outside.
It sure is, Devin, and the wind died down, and it was blowing quite well when we got here about an hour ago, but right now there's no wind on the field at all, and just a gorgeous night. As soon as that sun sets in about another 10 minutes on this field, this will be a beautiful night for Trojan football against the Bearcats.
When we kick this thing off, it'll be about 75 degrees. The sun will take a dive here. It is setting right now as it is behind the press box, just catching one corner of the Southeast of Saline stands, but that'll be gone here in about 5 to 10 minutes. By the time we wrap this thing up, it'll be down to around 70 and a beautiful night for high school football here in Ellsworth. Second road game of the season for Southeast of Saline. Of course, last week they went into Beloit, got a win 36-6 over the Beloit Trojans. That made 4 in a row over Beloit. And now Southeast of Saline will try to make it 2 in a row against Ellsworth. Just some brief history on this. Since Mitch Gebhardt has been at Southeast of Saline last year, they renewed the rivalry. It was a rivalry between Ellsworth and Southeast of Saline that was dead for 4 years. Between 2016 and 2019, these two teams did not play, even though they are in the same league. They renewed it last year in 2020 when Ellsworth came to visit Steve Fritz Field, and Southeast of Saline got the victory 42-0. In 2015 and 2014, both of those games were at Southeast of Saline. The Trojans won in 15, 30-6, and 14, they won 41-0. The last time that we had a varsity football game between Southeast of Saline and Ellsworth here at Shanelec Field in Ellsworth was 2013. That was a Southeast of Saline victory, 42-0. All in all, Mitch Gebhardt and Southeast of Saline are 6-1 against the Bearcats. The only game they lost was in Gebhardt's very first season at the helm of Southeast of Saline. That was in 2010, a 35-6 victory over Southeast of Saline for Ellsworth. But Gebhardt and the Trojans 6-1 against his former hometown, and all in all, they have outscored the Bearcats, Jathan, 235-62 with 3 defensive shutouts.
And that just proves out what Coach Gebhardt does here. Just defense rolls into offense so well, and stopping their offensive side just gives our guys enthusiasm on the defensive side just to control that ball and get that ball back for our offensive to go down and score the touchdowns.
Defense has been the name of the game so far in this 2021 season. Through 2 games, Southeast of Saline has yielded a total of 6 points. They were the second best defense scoring-wise in Class 3A last year at 7.3. Right now they're giving up 3 points a game through their first 2 weeks of the season and virtually nothing in the air. That might translate to an interesting twist tonight because we think, Jathan Show, that this Ellsworth team is going to come out and try to put the ball in the air against Southeast of Saline, especially with their leading rusher out for tonight.
And that's where, like we were talking about on the way over here, that'll give Southeast Saline defense something else to look at, just a scheme with a run-heavy offense that Beloit had, and now we're going to get pass-heavy offense on the Ellsworth, we're thinking. I mean, be good, but once they start passing to Michael Murray or Chase Pogue in the backfield, it might be a dangerous game here for the Bearcats.
We will have to wait to see what Ellsworth will do on offense because they will kick it away. They will kick it to Southeast of Saline to start this game, back deep in their white jerseys, purple pants, purple helmet, Michael Murray, along with Chase Pogue. Teeing the football up for the Ellsworth Bearcats, wearing black and red, is senior Dayton Davis. You can see live streaming video of this game currently right now on SalinaPost.com. Just go to the sports section and find it there, or Salina Post's Facebook page. This article and video should be pinned to the top of the page. Davis has his foot in it. He's going to squib kick it on the ground. It'll go to Clayton Meyer. He's going to fall on it and field it at about the 31-yard line, and that is where the first drive of the game will start for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Out on the field comes junior quarterback Luke Gebhardt. Luke had 4 touchdown passes last week for Southeast of Saline. His favorite targets, once again, Chase Pogue and Michael Murray. Landon Allen got in on the mix as well. Matthew Rodriguez had a rushing touchdown, 15 carries, 81 yards. Those skill players play behind our very good offensive line that we will set for you after this play. Landon Allen is in tight for Southeast of Saline. They're going to fake it to Rodriguez on the run. Out, bubble screen to Chase Pogue. Breaks 2 tackles. He has a first down, then some. 50, 40. He's going to house this on the first play of the game. 30, cruise control set. 20, 10, touchdown. Chase Pogue. Just one play drive for Southeast of Saline. Jathan Show and Chase Pogue all the way down the field from the 32.
Just so you think, as Southeast Saline going to start the run game, they just go a quick option to the bubble pass to the left side, and Chase Pogue just turned on the jets, ran through a couple of defenders, and was good for a Southeast Trojan touchdown.
68 yards from Luke Gebhardt to Chase Pogue. First play of the game. Now Southeast of Saline will set up the gate and try to go for 2. We are just 13 seconds into this game. Gebhardt takes the snap, wants to sprint out to the right, has a couple of people in front of him he could pass to, but there's no reason to. He's going to tuck it and run, and Luke Gebhardt has the 2-point conversion. We are off and running. Southeast of Saline has ran 1 play. They have 8 points, and they lead 13 seconds into the contest. Southeast of Saline 8. Ellsworth will have their football. When we come back, it's Trojan football, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers with 2 locations in Salina.
At Commercial Tire Centers, we know you have many places to be and lots of things to see. Your tires are everything, and we are here to serve you. From the smallest lawnmower tire to passenger tires, farm tires, and the largest truck and commercial tires, call Commercial Tire. Oil changes, suspension service, alignment, too many things to mention. The trusted tire experts are at Commercial Tire Center.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Right away in this contest, we have a nomination for the quickest score in the state of Kansas, and it's the Southeast of Saline Trojans. 1 play from their own 32-yard line, 68 yards later. Luke Gebhardt's little screen play out to the left-hand side of the offense to Chase Pogue is in the end zone, and it's 8-0 Southeast of Saline after the 2-point conversion. Southeast now will put their kicking team out onto the field. And kicking tonight for Southeast of Saline is Jude Golden, the senior, who handled kicking duties last season. He is back out there now. He'll put his foot into it. It's a high end-over-end kick, a little bit short, taken at the 18-yard line by Ellsworth. They're going to make it to about the 25-27 now and be brought down there on the return. Jonathan Dela Cruz, a senior for Ellsworth, was able to bring it back to the 27-yard line, and that is where the Bearcats will start out here on their first play of the game.
Southeast doing a nice job staying in their lanes. Chase Van Amberg on the tackle. Devin just looking to the northwest. Got some clouds rolling in. Got a good storm coming in. It looks like it's between Russell and Hayes right now, so it might be something to be watching out for, but hopefully Southeast Saline can put this game away early on and get it out here.
I'll let you watch for that. I cannot. It's behind me. Will Cravens.
I got your back.
Sophomore quarterback comes out there. He wants to run the spread. 2 wide receivers on each side. Has a lone running back. It's a bubble screen out to the right-hand side. And there to make the arrest is Landon Allen at the 30-yard line. The gain goes for 3 yards, and it was out in the flat to Leighton Liker. So 1 play, 1 completion here for the Ellsworth Bearcats. And that's kind of the offense we expect Ellsworth to see. Again, I think it's worth mentioning their leading rusher so far through the first 2 games, Bradley Vopat, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns, is out for tonight's contest. Bearcats now go 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side. It's a total of 4. Southeast of Saline showing blitz. Here comes Rodriguez and company. Dalton Bunch nearly got the quarterback, but it's going to be out to Liker again. Near first down yardage. Michael Murray will make the tackle, and the spot will give Ellsworth a first down by about a yard. It's an 8-yard gain on first down for the Bearcats. Move the sticks.
Southeast getting back in the backfield, just not able to get their hands on the quarterback. Ellsworth's doing a nice job getting the ball out quickly and not getting time for Southeast Saline for the sack.
Sophomore Leighton Liker on the season, leading receiver for the Bearcats. Through the first 2 games, 9 receptions, 102 yards, and a touchdown. Has the first 2 catches here for a total of 11 yards. Ellsworth now out to the 39-yard line. A defense up front for Southeast of Saline. Luke Obermeyer along with Dalton Bunch, Jasper McDowell, Dawson Adams. They're backed up by Landon Allen, Matthew Rodriguez, Caden Isaacson. Here's Cravens now, out to pass, back to Liker again, 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now he will sprint forward, lost the football, and Southeast of Saline says they have it. Jathan, I'll let you take it.
Yeah, Landon Allen stripped the ball away, and we have Chase Pogue on the recovery for Southeast. Just a nice job by Landon stripping the ball away, knocking it out of the hands. Southeast Saline takes possession at the 41-yard line.
So with 10:33 left to go in the first quarter, Landon Allen with the strip. And Chase Pogue with the recovery. What has Chase Pogue not done so far this year?
Field goal.
Here's the snap back to Gebhardt. He goes to Matthew Rodriguez. Rodriguez just crashing through everybody for the Ellsworth defense, it appeared, on his way to 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down and 4.
Just a nice job by Matthew, just getting the ball and running right up the middle. Gain of 6, like he said, and just good start there for Southeast Saline on the second possession.
That run of 6 makes it 2nd down and 4 at the Bearcat 36-yard line. Southeast already up 8-0. They're in the pistol. Gebhardt dropped the football. Somehow he was able to trap it between his legs, his ankles, as he kind of stood up above the football. He just lost the grip on it that time. It popped out. Southeast of Saline here is going to lose about 5 yards, and that will back him up down to a 3rd and 9 just outside of the 40-yard line.
Yeah, tough break for Southeast. Just as he was coming up for the arm motion and cock it back for the pass, started to looked like it hit his leg, knocked the ball out.
3rd and 9. Spread formation, 3 wide receivers on the right-hand side. Gebhardt wants to roll that way. Looking downfield, he comes back to the middle now, and a dangerous pass to Michael Murray. It's broken up. Coming in from the defender standpoint, Wyatt Bonin came in and knocked that ball away. Southeast of Saline, though, looking like they want to go for it.
Yeah, you're on this possession here. Had a good open spot, just threw right behind Michael Murray as he had to step back and stop for that pass. Just incomplete for Southeast. Hopefully they get this long 4th down conversion.
Big play here for both sides. Jake Gebhardt, Chase Pogue come out to the right. Michael Murray over to the left. Landon Allen's in tight. Gebhardt back to pass, wants to slip it through to Rodriguez. He has a blocker out in front. Here comes Rodriguez. Matthew all the way to 1st down yardage. Still breaking tackles. He's going to make it inside the 25-yard line to the 24, and that will be a gain of 17 yards on 4th down and 9.
Nice job there by the 3 guys getting those lead blocks. Evan Nicholson coming off the line, getting the block there. Good, and just Matthew running hard like he normally does, going on the sideline, getting that Southeast 1st down.
17 yards, his first reception of the season for Rodriguez. Here comes Chase Pogue now on the end around from the 24. Slips a tackle, now nearly got away from another one. He'll take it all the way to the 15-yard line, and it's a gain of 9. Chase Pogue on his first carry of the night. He did not have a carry from the rushing aspect against Beloit last week.
It's kind of interesting. Beloit probably expect that for that in-around play that Southeast normally does.
From the 16, 2nd and short. Here's the fake to Pogue. Gebhardt back to pass. Puts it towards the back of the end zone. Jump ball. Michael Murray comes down with it. And it's a touchdown for Southeast of Saline. What a beautiful ball from junior quarterback Luke Gebhardt. And he is hooked up with Michael Murray, fellow junior, for a 16-yard touchdown pass. Southeast on the board once again.
Just incredible pass play there. I mean, you have a 24-yard pass and just with the wind, as the wind's starting to pick up here with that storm rolling in. But just a great concentration pass there by Michael Murray.
2-point conversion. The gate set up again. They'll see if they swing it. This time it goes to the right again. Gebhardt looked like he might have wanted to pick it up and throw it. Now he's going to dive in over the goal line, and he'll have another 2-point conversion run. 16-0 is our score. 8:39 left to play. Still in the first quarter. Southeast of Saline up here in Ellsworth on KINA.
It is 3rd down and 8 for the Trojans. They really need to make the right call here.
During the football game, it's crucial to make the right call. And in real estate, one call can bring a positive outcome from your real estate experience. Whether you're looking for real property, upsizing to make room for the family, downsizing, or acquiring investment property, call Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com.
What a call! Touchdown, Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Devin Haney, Jathan Show back here at Shenelec Field in Ellsworth. The Bearcats had a drive going on their first possession of the game, but then lost the football as Leighton Liker coughed it up. Landon Allen with the strip. Southeast of Saline got it back in their custody and then put together a drive, converted a big 4th down on a Matthew Rodriguez screenplay, then able to get it on the 2 plays later, I guess it wasn't the next plays, 2 plays later, Luke Gebhardt on a beautiful back corner end zone ball to Michael Murray, 16-0 now, southeast of Saline. Jude Golden back out there with his right hand in the air. The approach, this one is a twisting, turning kick that will be corralled by the Bearcats just shy of the 35-yard line. So here comes Ellsworth once again, but they already have their work cut out for them, down 16-0.
Yeah, they're got themselves in a deep hole now with going against the wind as it's picking up probably a good 10 miles per hour right now in this north side. So it's going to be hard for Ellsworth to even do some of these pass plays.
Wind, I can hear it in your microphone, Jathan. It is howling. The trees are starting to whip back and forth. Here's Cravens back to pass, being chased by Trojans. He gets out of trouble. Now he's still racing. They're still in trouble. And now it's going to be caught and just shoved out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That is a heck of a catch by Dayton Davis. He goes up and just stabs the left foot into the turf, and it's a 13-yard gain.
One thing on that play, though, Will Cravens got up a little slow. Matthews just finished him up right after he got that pass off. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does the rest of this game.
That was a good play by the Bearcats. Their best field position now at the 47-yard line. Now the ball on the turf. Once again, Cravens had to bail him out, and he's going to throw it out here to the left and just live to fight another day. That's his first incompletion of the night. He's 4 of 5.
As long as Southeast Saline doesn't shoot themselves in the foot, this will be a good game for the Trojans. Making those mental errors is where it might cost us in the long run, but Southeast Saline doing a nice job on the defensive line with Jasper Dow, Dalton Bunch, and Adams just being a force on this offensive line for Bearcats.
Second down and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Bearcats working here, down 16-0 to the Southeast Trojans. 2 wide receivers on each side. Cravens whips it out there, nearly picked off by Jace Van Amberg, and it's going to be incomplete. A third down coming up now for Ellsworth. When you look at radar, Jathan, there's a small rain cell just north of Salina to the west of I-135, but there's also a big, more intense cell to the left. Your left, when you look at it, it's more down by McPherson, the Hutch area, down in that area, trailing all the way back to Great Bend. And then as you talked about the cell that you're seeing coming in, right now it's to the north of I-70, just to the east of Russell. So that might get us a little bit of rain. I'll track that as we go along. Here's third down and 10. Cravens, the first run of the game, and it will go nowhere, losing 2 on the play. And 4th and 12 coming up now for the Bearcats as they show run for the very, very first time tonight. That was Loden West.
Dawson Adams there to put the stop on that run play, and they don't see the option there against this line for Dawson Adams and Jace Van Amberg on the stop for Southeast.
Actually, they're going to say he lost 3 on the play. 4th down and 13. Bearcats still out there. Dayton Davis is their punter. Looks like they're going to go for it. 4th down and 13. This might be a quick kick, though. And it is. Close to the line of scrimmage. Jason Vanberg there with token pressure. Michael Murray is still going to get to the ball. That's Chase Pogue. Back to the 25, and then he will take it out of bounds here, tiptoeing his way across the 30 to about the 32-yard line, and that is where southeast of Saline will have it. Still working our way through first quarter. 7:15 left to go here in the opening period. It is 16-0. Southeast of Saline as the Trojans get ready to take over on their third drive of the game.
Devin, I think I'll just stay where I'm at because the way Southeast Saline is running this offense, they'll be down here in 2 plays.
Could be. Operating from right hash. They're going to give it to Rodriguez. Matthews straight up the gut. He's piled up there. He'll get a couple of yards, but a short gain on first down. That's the shortest play of the night, other than the mishandled snap by Luke Gebhardt that southeast of Saline has ran. Up front, let's go over the offensive line for the Trojans. We haven't had a chance to do that yet. Left tackle Eli Jackson. Left guard Evan Nicholson. Braxton Blake is your center this year. Dalton Bunch, the right guard, and Dawson Adams, the right tackle. Back to pass. Gebhardt to the right-hand side. Has Jake Gebhardt. Jake's trying to spin out of a tackle. He's going to make it across the 45 to the 46. A gain of 9 will bring up third down and 1.
Southeast just going run pass right now and doing a tremendous job just working both sides of the field. That side's on the west side, and a lot of the action has been on the east side here too, but Southeast Saline working both sides of the field.
Fourth. Jake Gebhardt is the 4th southeast of Saline player to catch a ball tonight from Luke Gebhardt. Third down and 1. Football sitting at the 46-yard line. Braxton Blake has his hand on it, ready to go here on the offense. He'll snap it back to Luke. Now to Rodriguez. Left-hand side, little counter play. Matthew Rodriguez will have 3 yards And that'll be a first down out to the 49-yard line for the Trojans. They keep this drive alive.
Nice job by Matthew finding that little crease in that left side and working with it and just taking whatever he can get out of that chance besides keeps running sideways, going upfield, getting that first down.
You have a better field down on field level than what I have in the booth, but Jathan, it feels like it's dropped about 15 degrees in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Here's Matthew Rodriguez now this time trying to get around the corner on the right-hand side, but he's drugged down from behind. Still gets 2 yards out of the play. 2nd down and 8 coming up.
Yeah, you're right there. That temperature sure has dropped and makes me decide my cargo pants now into some jeans right now.
Into Bearcat territory at the 48 marches southeast of Saline. 2 wide receivers to the right-hand side. It's Gebhardt and Pogue. They go away from that formation to Murray, and Murray's able to come out, catch the football out in front with his hands, curl it around, get the first down, and then some, as he will move it deeper into Ellsworth territory. They're going to put this down about the 34-yard line. It's a 14-yard gain. Michael Murray, boy, he does such a good job catching that football out in front, making the play with his hands. Just inside of the 35-yard line. Gebhardt wants to throw again. Down the seam. Here's Chase Pogue, and he's going to score. Right on number 4 went Luke Gebhardt as he had Chase Pogue streaking down the right-hand hash, and he put that ball right on the money for a 34-yard touchdown strike. It's Gebhardt's 3rd of the night.
Just a nice job there. South Saline offense realizing that those outsides have been working all night, and that one pass down the middle, just a streaking with Chase Pogue. Good for another Southeast Trojan touchdown, but just great recognition there by Southeast Luke Gebhardt on the quarterback side.
Going for 2 once again. Luke, this time, little bobble of the snap. He's going to hand it off to Chase Pogue. Chase, in behind a couple of blockers, will be able to score, and they are 3 of 3 on 2-point conversions. 24-0, still 5:15 left to go here in the first period. Southeast of Saline, out in front big here from Ellsworth. You're listening and watching on Salina Post to Trojan Football, that's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
Troublesome car repair and everyone has told you it cannot be fixed or it's way too expensive? Try McKim Auto Service in Gypsum, Kansas. They do quick, dependable work and provide the lowest hourly rate in the area. McKim Auto will service your vehicle from front to back and everything in between. They treat you and your car like a friend or even family. McKim Service specializes in engine and transmission rebuild. 701 Maple, Gypsum, Kansas. Wouldn't trust anyone else with my family car. So, if your repair seems grim, remember McKim. Give them a call today to make your appointment.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
Back here in Ellsworth at Shanelak Field, just to the east side of Ellsworth High School. Devin Haney, Jathan Show already have a couple of scores in the oldest high school football rivalry west of the Mississippi, and that is Chapman and Abilene. Chapman is out in front on the Abilene Cowboys already, 16-0. Here it is 24-0, southeast of Saline, leading the Ellsworth Bearcats early on. 5:15 left to go here in the first quarter.
Definitely looked like that storm is starting to break up, but still bringing a lot of that punch with the wind coming in on that north side. But that storm looks like it's breaking down where it might just be a few sprinkles, but that'll be it for the extreme of this storm.
Sure as it's cooled off, and it makes it feel even more like fall. This is the coolest night we've had of the first 3 Friday night football games so far. Jude Golden with the football on the tee. He'll put it in the air, and he's going to put this one all the way through the back of the end zone. Nice kick there by Jude Golden, and he will force Ellsworth to come out and start at their own 20-yard line.
If you can have a kicker do that every game, starting the teams on a 20 with this type of defense, that's a good placement here for Southeast. Their worst field possession yet for Ellsworth.
Southeast defense has been on point so far. They have only given up 25 yards to the Ellsworth Bearcats. Ellsworth has had some success passing the football, though. They're 4 of 6 throwing the ball. Will Cravens, good-looking sophomore quarterback. This Ellsworth team, they are young. They start 9 sophomores. 4 wide receivers here, 2 on each side. Cravens back to pass, going right the whole way. He's going to throw this one at the feet of Cole Weber and incomplete. So after starting 4 for 4 now, Will Cravens has 3 straight incompletions. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Cravens will get the play from Dayton Davis, who came in from the sideline. He'll split out now wide left. With him, Josh Rodriguez on that same side. Cravens has a running back to his right hip. Pass the football over the middle, and a big hit in the middle of the field from Caden Isaacson. He was able to meet up with Rodriguez when the ball went flying by, and an incompletion brings up 3rd down and 10.
Either Josh heard footsteps or he just couldn't quite catch that pass, but Caden Isaacson had a good rip on him and good seam as he was going to lay him out if he was going to catch it.
I had a chance to talk about Caden Isaacson's night last week against Beloit. He was in on 15 tackles. 15. Also 2 tackles for loss. It's a busy, busy night. 3rd down and 10 here for the Bearcats. Again, they go 2 by 2. Total of 4 wide receivers. Running back in the backfield, and this play is going to stop before it has a chance to get going.
Calling encroachment on that against Southeast is linebackers Matthew and what is his name? Caden Isaacson. We just mentioned his name.
I just told you he had 15 tackles.
Yeah, and he almost had he almost had a kickoff return too, right? Wasn't that him that second half?
Jude Golden.
Jude Golden, that's right. Yeah, but yeah, they're just trying to get up on that block, doing a blitz here early on, and it was questionable on the offsides, but the referee called it.
I'll tell you why you can't remember Caden that much. He switched numbers from last year. I think last year he was 58. This year he's 48. Here's Cravens back to pass. He's in a swarm of Trojans right now, and he's going to be drugged down by one hand for the first time this season on a solo quarterback sack. It's Mr. Dalton Bunch.
Dalton Bunch, even with the Javon Rice on his hip, and still grabbed him, Cravens, and threw him down one arm. Just an incredible play there by Dalton Bunch.
It's a loss of 10 from the 25 back to the 15. I don't know, Dalton Bunch, if he didn't get him, somebody would have for southeast of Saline. There was a ton of purple and white around Cravens there as he was trying to look for some space to get out of that problem, but just couldn't find it. Looks like Ellsworth's going to go with the short snap again. A little quick kick here. It's going to be Cravens. He bounces it off the back of his up man on the blocker, catches it, and now punts it, and he's going to float it out of bounds. Well, you don't see that very often, if ever. He punted it right into the back of one of his personal protectors on the right-hand side. He was able to catch it and then punt it again.
Devin, that's all you.
I don't know what to say other than that.
Yeah, you explained it really well. That's what happened because he double kicked it. One kick went right to the back, and then the next one went out of bounds. So that's just – and now the referees are trying to discuss, like, can he do that? It's like, is that illegal?
It went out of bounds just over the southeast of Saline bench over by the track. Boy, that was something else. I mean, just to have the awareness to get the football off of your blocker's backside and then punt it again, and to have the time to do that was something as also.
And the ball never did touch the ground until it hit the sidelines. I mean, he caught it in the air as it went off the back of his blocker.
Nonetheless, southeast of Saline will take over here in Bearcat territory just outside of the 30-yard line. We'll call it the 30.5. Southeast a chance to put more points on the board here. They go 3 wide receivers to the right-hand side. One of them a slot and Landon Allen. Gebhardt play action. Floats it out here to Allen. He's at the 25, 20. Broke a tackle there. Now to the 15, now to the 10. And brought down at the 10-yard line. 21 yards to Landon Allen. That was a beautiful play, watching it develop on the right-hand side of the Trojan offense.
Sure was, and Leighton Liker was Landon Allen's man, and he was playing midfield there against this on his defensive side for Ellsworth, but Landon Allen is so quick on the outside, broke that tackle, and went up and gained another 20 yards on this play for Southeast.
3:39 left to go. Southeast of Saline, first down and goal just inside of the 10. Here's the give to Rodriguez. He starts out left, now cuts it back up in the middle. Finds some contact in the secondary, reaching out for the goal line. He's going to be just a bit short. We'll call it 9.5 yards for Matthew Rodriguez. Second and goal now with the nose of the football flirting with the goal line.
Just give that ball right back to Matthew Rodriguez again and punch it in. Give himself a touchdown for this offensive line working so hard and pushing this Ellsworth Bearcat back.
In the pistol directly behind Gebhardt. Here's Rodriguez again, and he goes off to the left-hand side untouched. Matthew Rodriguez for the second week in a row has a rushing touchdown. He had multiple rushing touchdowns in week number 1, had a big touchdown run last week that broke the game open against Beloit, and he gets in here from 1 yard away with 3:07 left to go in the first quarter.
Just a nice job of Southeast Saline working their offense. And one thing in that pregame conversation you had with Coach Mitch Gebhardt, it's just really a focused week, and you can tell it's on the football field right now. They were really focused and drilled in on this Bearcat team.
Swinging gate again. Gebhardt wants to run it. Now he's going to pull up at the last minute. He's going to put a ball between Rodriguez and Michael Murray. That'll be incomplete in the first two-pointer that Southeast of Saline has missed out on tonight after touchdown. 3:07 left to go here first quarter. Southeast of Saline up big, 30-0 our score. Trojans leading it right here on KINA.
When it comes to making plans for next year, it's time to think new for 22. Take advantage of the season's best pricing on model year 2022 Case IH equipment from CanEquip. Choose from Case IH seeders, tillage tools, and more. Plus 5 years of an AFS Connect subscription with purchase on select equipment. Visit CanEquip in Salina, your Case IH Red Zone sponsor.
Can equip you.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawsalina.com.
CanEquip, our sponsor of the Red Zone, and there hasn't been a whole lot of action inside of the Red Zone. There was a 1-yard Matthew Rodriguez touchdown run, but other than that, they've all been from outside of the Red Zone. Big play so far for Southeast of Saline, Jathan, and they're all already 30-0 here on Ellsworth. Still 3:07 left to go first quarter.
Just an incredible job here for Southeast. I mean, 30-0 in the first half, in the first quarter, and got 3 minutes left here. This is another chance for way Southeast Saline scoring, and the defense is playing. Get another touchdown before the quarter ends.
Jude Golden has it teed up, ready to kick it away. He is going to put his foot into this again, and it's going to be another high kick taken by Ellsworth. Staten Davis at his own 10-yard line. He'll make it out now to the 20. Has some room, 30, now to the 40. A couple of guys to beat here. Golden is one of them. And Jude, with that great speed, also had a little bit of an angle. Ellsworth is going to take it all the way into Southeast of Saline territory at the 35-yard line. This is the best camp that Ellsworth has had so far. They're actually going to back him up and say he stepped out at the 41, but still, the Bearcats will start out here in Southeast territory.
Nice job by Jude Golden staying back and getting that tackle, saving that touchdown. The Bearcats has some momentum going down there on that kick return.
So Bearcats come out now, a little pep in their step after that big return by Dayton Davis. 2 wide receivers on each side. Cravens asking for the snap, knee high. He turns, passes it to Davis. Catch is going to be made. Let's see who made the tackle. Matthew Rodriguez came through there like a heat-seeking missile, and he's going to hold that to just a 1-yard gain. Unbelievable. Great tackle there by Rodriguez.
It's going to be hard to get that bubble screen working against this linebacker crew. And then you have Michael Murray and Chase Pogue on the other outside and Jake Gebhardt. It's hard to get any of those bubble screens working as quick as these linebackers are with Caden Isaacson and Matthew.
2nd down and 9 from the Southeast of Saline 40-yard line. Ellsworth again splitting the formation here. 2 wide receivers on each side. Little screen out this time. Rodriguez got to the quarterback, even though it was a screen play. Now Leiker gets away from a Southeast player. He's looking for a first down as he goes diving to the 30-yard line. Let's see if they give the football and the first down here to Leighton Leiker. They're going to say he is just shy by about half a yard, it looks like.
Landon Allen was on the pursuit, but then Caden Isaacson came back out and pushed him about. And it's going to be good for Ellsworth Bearcat first down.
They do give Leiker the first down. Great effort there by the sophomore to the 31 now. First down and 10. Ellsworth back to pass over the middle in the seam. And a catch there just inside of the 25-yard line. To the 24 now go the Bearcats. And this time it's going to be Cole Weber on the reception. That'll be the first time they've hooked up, and it goes for 8 yards. Jake Gebhardt in on the tackle for Southeast of Saline.
Might have seen where they can capitalize on this Southeast Saline defense right now with these up screens, little slants, little pattern going on, but Matthew Rodriguez on that tackle.
3 wide receivers now to the left-hand side. Cravens looking that way. He's in trouble. Dalton Bunch can't get to him. Cravens now is out and he's free. Has a receiver inside the 5. And a big leaping catch down inside of the 5-yard line for the Bearcats. It looks like Dayton Davis once again. That's a 21-yard gain.
Southeast just needs to settle down there and get back to that quarterback and put that pressure on. Maybe they'll show something else different here in this first and goal. Ball is on the 4-yard line.
Boy, Cravens did a great job getting away from that pressure. Here he goes again. Will Cravens runs the handoff, fumble. Southeast of Saline has it. Look out, it's Chase Pogue. He has it with one guy to beat. He cuts back in on Cravens, slips the tackle. Here comes 2 more Bearcats. Here comes Pogue at the 50, to the 40, 30, 20, 10. It's over. Chase Pogue, still running like he's at the state track meet, houses it from 99 yards away.
Just an incredible job there, getting that fumble again for Southeast and then picking it up, breaking that one tackle, and that puts the lights out for Ellsworth on that possession. Had they had the momentum, it just all suffocated and sucked right out of here.
What an unfortunate turn of events for Ellsworth. They're first and goal at the 4-yard line, have a promising drive, the best they've looked so far tonight, and they end up coughing up the football, and Chase Pogue, probably one of the worst guys on the field to get it, picks it up with just 2 guys to beat. Southeast of Saline now, going for 2. Traditional formation here. They'll give it to Rodriguez. He's bottled up on the inside. He ran right into Ellsworth's defensive tackle that time, Isaac Vasquez, and he was able to bring down Rodriguez for no budge on the play. But Southeast of Saline turns away Ellsworth once again. They put 6 more on the board with 1:04 left to play here. First quarter, Trojans lead at 36-0. You're listening to Trojan Football, and it's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
PRP, or platelet-rich plasma injection therapy, has received quite a bit of attention since its use by many professional athletes. Professional football players like Peyton Manning and Jamal Charles have used PRP therapy for sports injuries and to avoid surgery. But you don't have to be a world-class athlete with millions of dollars for this cutting-edge therapy. PRP is available to you in the Seline Pain Clinic. Call the doctors for a consultation and see if this treatment is right for you. See them at 200 South 5th in the Salina Surgical Arts Center.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Ellsworth has fumbled twice in this game. Both fumbles have resulted eventually, if not right away, in Southeast of Saline touchdowns. Trojans lead it now 36-0. Still 64 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Back here at Shannon Field in Ellsworth, Devin Haney along with Jathan Show on the field. Broadcasting with the wireless mic tonight, courtesy of Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. I want to thank Salina Ortho for sponsoring the sideline microphone here tonight in Ellsworth. What a beautiful night for football. Jude Golden will put his foot into it. This will take a wicked angle out of bounds on the far side. And Ellsworth will start out with good field position here at their own 35-yard line. Other games we're watching tonight, Jathan, and over at Salina Central. Salina South is at campus. El Saline is at Oakley. Sacred Heart is at Inman. Hillsboro is at Smoky Valley. Minneapolis at Republic County. Abilene at Chapman. We gave you some of those score updates. Chapman up big here early on. Beloit is at Concordia. A couple of games in the area that got canceled. Solomon was supposed to play center, and Rural Vista was supposed to play Harrington. Those were both canceled.
That Concordia-Beloit game might be an interesting one to watch.
Could be.
Localized. Be interested to see what Beloit does after Sally Saline handled them a loss last week.
Also checking your Bennington State Bank scoreboard. 1 play into the second quarter. Chapman has scored again. They lead Abilene 22-0. First down and 10 here for the Bearcats. They're going to start out at their own 35. What a heartbreaker of a result on that last drive for the Bearcats, fumbling down around their own goal line. Here's Cravens. He'll pass it out to the right-hand side. There's Liker again, 4 yards, just shy of the 40-yard line to the 39. Boy, that little short passing game has really looked good tonight for the Bearcats.
It has, and it's got them 4 to 5 yards, up to 6 yards, and just to keep nickel and dime in Southeast of Saline on this defensive side. But Landon Allen doing a nice job pursuing that pass, and just almost had that other fumble where Liker is hanging on that ball really loosely even after he fumbled the first time.
Ball sitting between the 38 and 39. Second down and 6, just about a minute left to go here in the opening quarter. 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side for the Bearcats. They snap it back to Cravens. Here comes Dalton Bunch again. He's going to hug Cravens back inside of the 25, and he'll drop him at about the 22-yard line. Second sack of the game for big Dalton Bunch, as he has really kind of had a quiet start here to his senior year. He's in on a bunch of combo tackles and just, a couple of chips on sacks here and there, but, boy, he is just solo winning today that battle over here on the right-hand side of the Southeast of Saline defense.
Yeah, he's doing a tremendous job there against that offensive line, no matter who's up against him, just shoving him off and getting back. But Will Craven's just hanging on that ball too long and making that offensive line work harder for him.
Bunch with his second sack back to the 25. Here's Cravens wanting to pass again. He's in trouble again, taken down again, this time in a swarm. Jasper McDowell gets up off the pile, so does Dawson Adams, and they're going to throw Cravens for another 5-yard loss, and that will bring us now to about 4.5 seconds left to go. And a timeout by Southeast of Saline. Mitch Gebhardt might be wanting to use the wind here.
Yeah, he can get that extra 10 yards just from this wind, and it's settled down on the east side, but that west side of those flags are still standing straight on the press box up there. I mean, I got my cardboard down, and the wind's not really blowing on this side with this tree line.
Cravens has lost 29 yards on a total of 3 sacks, 2 of them by Dalton Bunch, 1 of them by Jasper McDowell and Gavin Adams. I just went Gavin Adams. How long ago was that? Dawson Adams.
That's why I said just the Adams, because I'll be correct.
Love watching all of them play. Dawson, so far off to a heck of a senior year. 4 tackles last week he was in on against Beloit, and he also had a tackle for loss. He had a really, really good opening week game against Minneapolis week number 1. This is a guy, too, with Dawson Adams, that we don't talk about him a lot on defense. He really was kind of new to defense in his junior year last year. Was always a staple on the offensive line, playing there since he was a freshman. But, boy, he has really figured out the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I think he's just enjoying that, too. As I talked to his dad quite a bit in the beginning of the game.
Here's a punt by Ellsworth, and this is going to be about a 4-yard punt. The line of scrimmage was a 20, and this went off Craven's foot and came over towards me in the press box. And it's going to be a punt of about 4 yards.
1 yard. 1 yard, Devin.
Well, yeah, they did spot at the 21, didn't they?
Yeah.
So that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Southeast of Saline so far doing their jobs at the end of 1. Trojans 36, Ellsworth nothing. You're listening and watching on SalinaPost.com to Ellsworth and Southeast of Saline. Trojans up big after 1 here on KINA.
When termites strike your home or business, you want to fight back with the best. Hasman Termite and Pest Control to the rescue. With over 57 years experience, they offer the best of options, including the new BASF High Precision Injection Treatment. Don't let termites get you down. With one phone call to Hasman's, they can put one in the win column for you. Call Hasman Termite and Pest Control today or visit HasmanTermite.com and follow them on Facebook.
This October, the Zombies are still coming to Elite Sports Paintball Complex. Though things may look a little different, here's what you should know. There will be a limited number of people each night for the Zombie Expedition. The best way to secure your spot for the upcoming Zombie Expedition is to reserve your space now. Tickets are available right now at zombieexpedition.com. Don't miss out. We need your help in fighting the zombies. Get your pre-sale tickets now at zombieexpedition.com.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Utilizing the timeout for the wind, I assume, was the strategy there by Mitch Gebhardt, and it worked out as Ellsworth gets tagged with a 1-yard net punt. Line of scrimmage was at the 20-yard line. The punt goes out of bounds at the 21, and now Ellsworth takes over again. Southeast takes over again as they work towards the other side of the field, starting out at the Ellsworth 21-yard line. Here's the give to Rodriguez. Little counter play. Starts out right, starts back to the middle now, and he's going to put it in to the end zone once again for the second time tonight. Matthew Rodriguez on a touchdown run. This one goes from 21 yards.
Nice job there by Matthew finding that little crease, and really nobody even touched him on that drive, on that possession there up the middle for Southeast on the Bearcats.
Jathan, he didn't have to do much. That was the guys up front.
Yeah, they're doing a tremendous job finding the holes, creating the holes, working upfield, extending those blocks all the way up to the second level.
So Southeast scores on the first play of the first quarter. They score on the first play of the second quarter. Going for 2 once again. Gebhardt with it. Luke waiting on the snap. He's going to keep it after the fake handoff to Chase Pogue, and he'll walk it in. 8 more points for Southeast of Saline. They have lengthened the count now to 44-0. 11:54 left to go. Still second quarter action. Trojan football tonight is brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
You've probably been driving around car lots and wondering what in the world's going on. No one has very many cars. Hi, this is Tim Holm at Home Automotive Center. Things are changing every day, and our sales team is here to answer any questions you may have. Vehicles are selling differently, and they're moving faster than ever, and most models are still available with a little searching. We invite you to visit about your future and let us work with you with no commitment. Stop by at Home Automotive Centers in Abilene or Salina. You'll be glad you did.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
Don't forget, every Friday night from 10 until 11 o'clock, it's the Kansas Information Network High School Football Scoreboard Show. We have scores and game wraps from across the state of Kansas. It's a full hour of high school football wraps, just putting a big, bright bow on a Friday night. That's every Friday night here on KINA.
You know, Devin, that's about right. I mean, you put a bow on everything. I mean, with all what happens throughout the week, I mean, my last 2 weeks have been crazy with the work and everything, but then we come out here Friday night, it's just so relaxing, and watching these Trojans play so well, and just like an icing on the cake and bow on the present.
Southeast ready to kick it away. This time it'll be into the wind. We'll see how Jude Golden handles this one, as he has it on the approach, kicking in the wind that has kicked up here since the start of this game. Ellsworth's going to come up, take it at the 25-yard line. They'll angle their way to the right-hand side and take it all the way to the 30. Respectable field position once again here for the Bearcats. That was Leiker on the return, as Leighton Leiker gives his team good field position here starting at their own 30. It's been a little bit of everything tonight too, Jathan. It's been the rush, it's been defense, it's been offense. So far through 2 1/4 games this season, it's typical Southeast of Saline. They can score anytime they're on the field. Doesn't matter what aspect it's in.
Yeah, anything they want, they're able to do against this Ellsworth Bearcat defense. The only we haven't had is a pick 6 or even an interception right now.
Yet, first down and 10. Over the middle of the field. Here's Isaacson on the tackle. Ellsworth's going to get 5 out of this one as they battle to get that football up to the 35-yard line. That's going to be Rodriguez, Josh Rodriguez, on his first catch of the night for 5. To the 35-yard line. Second down and 5 for the Bearcats. Ellsworth won their first game of the season, 31-0 over Sacred Heart, then took a loss last week by a touchdown, 22-15. To Republic County. Here's a penalty that will keep this play from getting out of the blocks, and they're going to say offsides. Once again, that's a defensive penalty for Southeast, Jathan.
Yeah, Jasper McDowell just ready to get back to that quarterback as quick as he can and just wasn't watching the ball and leaned into the center and pushed him out. So 5-yard penalty is going to be good enough for a Ellsworth Bearcat first down.
New set of downs via penalty for Ellsworth as they move the football out to the 40-yard line. Still running the spread. 2 wide receivers on each side. Total of 4. Here comes the blitz again. Isaacson and Rodriguez, and there's nearly an interception. That ball a little bit high for Leiker, or else Landon Allen probably would have had it. Looked like he got a glove on it and knocked it out of bounds.
Matthew on the rush again for Southeast, along with Dawson Adams in the backfield. But, you know, Matthew almost could have stuck his hands up and caught that pass too. But just an incredible play where Southeast leans in every possession is getting back in the backfield, rushing Cravens, getting Cravens to hurry up on offense on the pass.
Going to be a timeout here at Bearcats. It'll be their first timeout of the first half. That'll leave them with 2 remaining as we're just underway here. Second quarter, 11:05 left to go here in the second. We'll step away for this timeout. 44-0, Southeast of Saline over Ellsworth here on KINA.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
Roselawn Memorial Park would like to send best wishes to the Southeast of Saline football team. Go get 'em Trojans. For the services they offer, visit roselawsalina.com.
Play of the night, but so far it was definitely the prettiest, and that was the 16-yard pass play to the back corner of the end zone. Luke Gebhardt to Michael Murray as the 2 juniors hook up. That so far tonight has been our Everhart Precision Ag precision pass of the game. That came with 8:39 left to go in the first quarter. Luke Gebhardt in the back of the end zone to fellow junior Michael Murray. Our precision pass of the game brought to you by Everhart Precision Ag. Second down and 10. Bearcats out of the timeout. Here comes Rodriguez on a blitz. Able to get to Cravens. Cravens able to get rid of that football, though. He threw it at the feet of Rodriguez, and that will be an incomplete pass. So far, Will Cravens here in this game has thrown 14 passes. He's 50% right now, 7 of 14.
Just having a hard time finding anybody open, and Landon Allen and Jace Van Amberg do a nice job on the outside, the linebacker spot, covering up those screen plays, and then allow the Southeast Saline middle linebackers to get in the middle along with the line for Southeast.
Abilene has scored in the Dickinson County Showdown. Chapman still leads 24-7 with about 8.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. We'll check in on that game and more coming up at halftime with the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. 3rd down and 10, Bearcats, trip wide receivers, a total of 3 on the right-hand side. Cravens wants to roll that way. Landon Allen's after him, but a good block there by the Bearcats, and now Rodriguez there to take him down. And it looks like, well, it might be an interception here. Southeast saying they have it, and the referee comes in, and he says yes. And it will be an interception by Daniel Kerr. So Daniel comes onto the field, plays a little defensive back, and there you have it.
As soon as he's coming in off the bench, gets an interception, and that's what we were talking about in this drive, and now we've almost seen it all here, Devin. Just a nice job by Daniel Carey, just coming up with that interception and bringing in the JVs. Some of the linemen, let him switch in and out here, giving the varsity players on the line some rest.
You love challenging this team, don't you, saying we've seen it all, because now you're going to see something else we haven't seen. 3 wide receivers on the left-hand side. They're going to give it to Rodriguez. Matthew starts out here on the left-hand side, runs over the second-level defenders for Ellsworth, gets inside the 30 to the 28, and that will be a gain of 12 by Matthew Rodriguez.
Devin, I've seen it all. I mean, I've seen a double kick into the back of that. I don't know what else you could add for on that play.
That ball had 3 thuds. It had the punt, the backside, and then another punt. 1st down and 10 here for Southeast of Saline. Pass out to the right-hand side. This goes to Jake Gebhardt, and he's going to be close to another Southeast of Saline 1st down.
Just a nice catch there by Jake Gebhardt as they try to get everybody off of one another. Legs were tangled up into Buddy, but that's good for a Southeast Trojan 1st down. Pass complete from the brothers, the twins.
What's the spot of that football, Jathan? Is that the 19?
It's at the 18.
18, okay, 11-yard gain. 2 passes to Jay Gebhardt, 20 yards. Here's Luke now on the fake handoff. He's going to do a little play-action run, weave his way in close to another 1st down.
Nice run by Luke Gebhardt.
That will put Southeast of Saline now inside the 10 as we once again enter the Caney-Quip Case IH red zone.
Eli Jackson leading the charge there as Luke Gebhardt had a lane, and Eli Jackson was the lead blocker there. Got a good couple yards more for Southeast.
11 yards there for Luke Gebhardt. He's going to take it in again as he's trying to battle his way through. This time he gets to the 2-yard line. A 9 and an 8-yard carry for Luke Gebhardt. And Southeast of Saline has 2nd down and goal from the 2. Trying to add to their 44-0 lead with 9:45 left to go here in the second quarter.
Mac Chambers and Wade Rutherford on the new offensive line here for Southeast.
Rodriguez still in the backfield. They turn, give it to Matthew. He crushes into the offensive line, now the defensive line, now into the second level and into the end zone. Matthew Rodriguez for the 3rd time tonight. This one into the end zone from 2 yards away.
Nice job by the offensive line getting that push, grinding down, getting that 3-yard push into the end zone. And I don't know if anybody could really just tackle Matthew Rodriguez by himself. It's going to take a team effort, the way Matthew runs and the way he just keeps pushing and driving those legs into the Southeast Saline Trojan touchdown.
His first 3-touchdown game, and it's all happened here in the first half. Now he's going to run the 2-point conversion in for the complete meal deal. 9:31 left to go. Southeast of Saline continues to add on here. It's 52-0 now. Southeast of Saline, after Matthew Rodriguez has scored his 3rd touchdown, we'll step away. Back with more Trojan football after this on KINA.
Stardust Trophy Downtown Salina has all the cool football medals and trophies your team needs for its players when their practice session pays off in big wins. Choose from tons of trophy styles and customize it exactly as you want. Stardust Trophy even has special trophies just for fantasy football leagues. Just for fun, choose football bobblehead trophies. Got an autographed or special football? Show it off in a special acrylic showcase from Stardust Trophy. 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here at Shanelek Field in Ellsworth, Devin Haney, Jathan Show is on the field, courtesy of Salina Ortho. 52-0 is our score. Matthew Rodriguez has 3 rushing touchdowns, and he has both scores for Southeast of Saline here in this second quarter of action. So far, 8 carries, 37 yards for Rodriguez here in this game tonight.
Just going to be one of those drives where Seline just keeps their defense up and lets these JV players kind of have a game here and get some of these varsity players a rest, and be interesting to see what this JV squad does against Ellsworth.
Jude Golden ready to kick it away. Good crowd tonight here on the Ellsworth side. Always a good crowd on Southeast of Saline's side. Making the trip here. Second consecutive road game for Southeast of Saline. They'll return home next week for homecoming against the Russell Broncos. Here's Jude Golden putting his foot into it. That's a strong kick against the wind. It's going to be taken by Dayton Davis at about the 15-yard line. He's out to the 20, now 25. Trips his way across the 30-yard line. He'll end up at about the 33. Jathan, you and I were talking before the game, just kind of looking ahead on the schedule for Southeast of Saline. Russell Broncos, they go in tonight to a big game with Norton, and Russell off to a 2-0 start so far.
Yeah, just the way Russell seems like they come out really strong in the first half, and then they have Norton tonight. It'd be interesting to see what they do against them, the Blue Jays. But then they come out to Southeast of Saline next Friday, homecoming. But I won't be there. So
and a first district game, as we have the 6-game district or 16 districts. Here's Craven's empty backfield, wants to pass it. His throws, and it'll go over the head of his intended receiver, Cole Weber, incomplete. 16th pass attempt of the night so far for Will Cravens. He is 7 of 16.
Luke Obermeyer in on the rush there, just doing a nice job. And along with Daniel Carey had that interception last possession, almost possibly a close one there too. So just in the right time, right spot.
Cravens brings his squad back to the line of scrimmage for a 2nd down and 10. He'll dispatch 2 wide receivers to each side. Total of 4, still has a running back in the backfield. They'll give it to that said running back, and he is taken down for a loss of 2. Matthew Rodriguez on the play. Had Luke Obermeyer and Caden Isaacson on each side of him.
No place for that running back to go, just right up the middle, but Matthew's always going to be there with his arms out to collect anybody who comes near him. Just a great job of wrapping him up as well.
Ball back to the 32. 3rd down and 12. Still 4 wide receivers, split evenly. Craven's looking to the left the whole way, and he is going to be taken down eventually by Adams. Boy, Dawson Adams came in, and there was a lineman that was trapped between Adams and Cravens and preventing Adams from making that sack, so he just took the whole pile down.
Yeah, it's like a big old group hug there between Adams and the 2 Bearcats, just wrapping his arms around the other one and grabbing the quarterback as he's close enough and just sacking him down. But nice job by Adams getting that sack and moving this 4th down and long to even further.
That was a loss of 10 for Ellsworth on that play. Dawson Adams now 1.5 sacks tonight. Here's the punt. This one much better, as it's going to be fielded, though, by Michael Murray in the middle of the field. Murray looking to the right-hand side, has a seam, cuts it back to the middle, trying to get away from 2 Bearcats, still dragging Bearcats down to about the 12-yard line. Michael Murray has set up his team very well once again, as he was able to get his hands on the football, and a big return, making something happen to about the 12-yard line.
If he would have kept going outside, I think he would have had his Trojan touchdown. He cut back to the middle where he got Ellsworth Bearcats where offenders were at. But if he would have been outside, he'd have had the lead blocker of Matthew leading the way, possibly another Trojan touchdown. But here is 1st and 10 on the 13.
Was he looking for a challenge, you think?
I think he always does.
Here's Gebhardt. He's going to turn, give it to Rodriguez again. Actually, that's Jude Golden, Golden started out to the left-hand side, then cut it back to the middle of the field. He was tripped up there in the linebacker level and brought down at about the 7. It'll be a gain of 6 on Jude Golden's first carry of the game.
Devin, to let you know, there is lightning to the west of us.
Okay.
About 22 miles away. I looked on the spark arrest on WeatherBug, but I talked to athletic director CJ Korf, and they said hopefully when we get this game to halftime, might be able to call it a game just because of lightning or the way this game is going out.
I don't see why you wouldn't. 2nd down and 4. Here's Gebhardt on the fake. He's going to sprint out to the left. Good block on the edge by Michael Murray. And Murray able to help Gebhardt get in the end zone there from 7 yards away. Luke Gebhardt, his first rushing touchdown of the night. Scores from 7 yards out. And another touchdown for Southeast of Saline. You asked what we haven't seen so far tonight. That was a Luke Gebhardt rushing touchdown.
Okay.
Now you have.
We saw that one now.
Here's Gebhardt, a little option pitch out to Jude Golden for the 2-point conversion. Big collision at the goal line, and Golden is going to win. About 2 minutes after their last touchdown. 7:23 left to go here in the second quarter. And a big, big run for Michael Murray on the punt return. Ends up in a 7-yard touchdown run by Luke Gebhardt. Back with more Trojan football after this. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Saline Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Saline Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Saline Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salineortho.com.
To Coach Gebhardt, the players, coaches, and fans, let's make this a Football Friday to remember. Roselawn Memorial Park wishes you success this season. For more, visit roselawnsalinas.com.
Back here at Shadowlack Field in Ellsworth, Southeast of Saline has scored again. It is now 60-0 for the Southeast Trojans as they have come in here. And Coach Gebhardt told us in pregame they had a pretty good week of practice, but he was just worried about the energy. He was worried about going from a big, big game that had all the press. It was a K-Preps game of the week last week, a big rivalry game against Beloit. Looking ahead maybe to the first week of district play, a 2-0 team with Russell coming in. They were 2-0 coming into tonight. You know, this is kind of that trap game in the middle, and Gebhardt didn't use those words, but he just said, we got to come in with great energy. Jathan, I think that was executed tonight perfectly.
Yeah, very much so, and Southeast Saline seems like they always have every player going up and ready to play on every single down, and coaches them throughout the game. Even though what the score is, they don't look at the score until the end of the game and realize it's a win, but just the way Southeast Saline is playing right now, they got all the buttons clicking on the right way.
Halftime scores, we check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Minneapolis and Republic County, they are in one heck of a battle, and Minneapolis leads Republic County at the half 6-0. Ellsworth with the football back as they will start here at their own 35-yard line. Craven's back to pass, steps up in the pocket, and he is dropped. He got by one guy but was not able to get by two as he was taken down there on the play by Southeast of Saline by Eli Jackson.
Yeah, Eli Jackson did a nice job in getting the outside rush by Braxton Blake and Evan Nicholson up there.
So Jackson gets a sack and a loss of 2. Southeast piling up those sacks tonight. So far, 5 sacks on Will Cravens for a total of 41 yards of loss. Play that goes to the left-hand side this time for Ellsworth. That'll be no gain. 3rd down and 12 coming up. Ellsworth operating from the 34-yard line on their side of the field.
Mac Chambers on the stop there for Southeast. Getting some substitutions in here for us, the Trojans on the defensive side as well now.
Landon Johnson with his first carry of the night for the Bearcats goes for no gain. Jake Gebhardt still over here at the left corner spot. Luke Gebhardt still in the middle of the field playing safety. Daniel Kerr in front of him helping out at a DB spot. Here's a pass down the seam, and it went through the hands of Rodriguez, incomplete. Cravens now 7 of 17 passing the ball. So after starting out 4 for 4, Southeast of Saline's defense has ratcheted up a little bit, and he's gone 3 out of 14 on his last 14 attempts. Fourth down and 12 coming up. Ellsworth's going to try a new punter here, at least a new formation. Back deep, Murray, Pogue. Here's a low end over end kick. Pogue's going to give it a chase to the 30. Now he's going to curl around to the 25, now the 22. Now he's going to turn back upfield to the 25, 30. Has a guy to beat, and he cannot at the 40-yard line. Beautiful open field tackle there by Dayton Davis for the Ellsworth Bearcats. Well, that was some tackle in the open field on a very athletic player.
Ellsworth did a nice job of getting to the lanes and cutting off that outside line. That's the way Southeast Saline starts in their own territory, possibly for the first time this game.
From the 43, Southeast of Saline will start out here. Still 5:50 left to play, 60-0 Trojans. Looking to go to 3-0 before they dip their toes in the water of district play next week. Daniel Kerr will take over here at quarterback. Has Clayton Meyer out there with him as well. Here's the give to Jude Golden. Golden starts out on the left-hand side with a sweep. He's going to cross the 45, now across the 50, and he'll get to the 48-yard line. That's a 9-yard carry by Jude Golden on his first carry of the night.
Clayton Meyer and Tucker Thaxton out there on the block, getting some lanes to open it up and run through. Good for a gain of 7 almost on play.
Slade Johnson's over here at left tackle, Jathan, along with Mac Chambers at left guard. Clayton Meyer in there as well. Kerr will keep it. The sophomore quarterback has a first down as he's looking for the 40-yard line. He'll be stopped at about the 42. That's a gain of 7 for Daniel Kerr. Another first down for Southeast of Saline from the Ellsworth 43-yard line. Here's the handoff in motion going left to right. Tucker Thaxton has this one. Thaxton has some wheels. We saw that in week number 1 against Minneapolis, and he's going to take double digits on his first carry of the game and have a Southeast first down.
We're going to have a block in the back here against Southeast of Saline.
I see it now, yep. Good carry, though, there by Tucker Thaxton.
Yeah, it's interesting to see when Tucker gets that ball. That's some good old lightning right there. Just a cloud-to-cloud lightning, so it'll be interesting to see what referees might be doing here with that streak. But that was just a great run there by Tucker Thaxton, finding that lane and going upfield and just creasing his way through.
It has been my experience to keep the clouds with the lightning. You don't want the ground-to-cloud lightning. When it starts going the other way, you're in trouble.
Yeah, it's starting to get to talk to the referees, but it was quite spectacular. I love lightning pictures and lightning, so hopefully they just keep this clock rolling and get this game to halftime.
Southeast will have to go backwards here now on the other side of the 50 to their 47-yard line after the penalty. Here's the fake to Jude. Kerr will keep it out on the left-hand side. He has some space. He's back on the other side of the 50, 45-40, and down to about the 37-yard line. A 16-yard carry by Daniel Kerr. 2 carries, 23 yards.
Just tremendous to see this ball not drop a beat. Bringing in this JV squad here, they're just doing what the varsity players do best as well.
Well, if you've been paying attention to the scores of the JV, freshmen, and also the junior high from Southeast of Saline, they're very impressive as well. They don't drop off much.
Yeah, when I saw the score to the JV game, I showed up late. Thought it was a 6 o'clock game, but it started actually at 5, but I didn't get the time change. But anyways, it was 36-6 at halftime, and I thought that was an incredible job for the JV squad, scoring and then finishing up big on the JV game against Beloit last Monday.
It's almost like Southeast of Saline, you have to wear a scarlet letter if you give up any points. It's the way their football program is right now from top to bottom. Here's the fake to Golden on the right-hand side. He goes around the corner, but Daniel Kerr keeps it, and he's going to sprint out inside the 20. 10-5 touchdown, Daniel Kerr. And he makes it in from 33 yards away. A big, big touchdown run by the sophomore backup quarterback. 56 yards on 3 carries now and a touchdown.
Tremendous job there against the wide receivers getting that block and that left side of the line getting open for Daniel Kerr to get that touchdown. Add another 6 points to the scoreboard for Southeast.
3:45 left to go. Southeast now. They'll try to go for 2 with the backups in there. They turn to Jude Golden. He has to get rid of one would-be tackler diving at his ankles early on in this play, and then he will be stacked up. The pile is still moving, but they're going to say it's dead, and it will not go anywhere from there. Daniel Kerr gets on the board, a 33-yard touchdown run. We'll step away when we come back. More Southeast of Saline football here on KINA.
Exit 14 Restaurant in Gypsum, Kansas is cooking up something amazing today. Whether you want to order from our menu or try one of our delicious daily specials, try one of their scrumptious desserts. Exit 14 is open for lunch Tuesday through Saturday 11 to 2 and 5 to 9 Thursday through Saturday. Head out to try Prime Rib Night last Saturday of the month and open for Chicken Dinner Day on the first Sunday of the month. Exit 14, 512 Maple in Gypsum, Kansas. Great people, great food, good time.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here in Ellsworth, Jathan Show is on the field. My name's Devin Haney. Big Sam Pretty back, producing, engineering, taking all these commercial breaks. I want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us out with Southeast of Saline football, not only on KINA for every single game, but helping out with the road games as well. Putting them on a live stream video on SalinaPost.com, just like it is tonight, and that is brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. 2 locations in Salina. They also have a location in Topeka. Service is everything at Commercial Tire Centers. Jude Golden ready to kick it again here for Southeast of Saline. 66-0 is our, as we are working the last few minutes here of the second quarter, and another kick goes out of bounds here for Jude. And that's about the only thing the special teams has done wrong tonight, Jathan. They have kicked 3 balls out of bounds here. Yeah, just consistently kicking the ball out of bounds, and I like to see what this. Usually a special team does a really nice job of keeping it, staying in the lanes and getting the tackles. Just Southeast Saline likes to kick the ball at, though. But it's that storm, though, we talked about, is actually starting to build back up a little bit. And you can see on the radar it diminished down, and now it's right by Wilson picking back up. So be interested to see what this storm does. Take a check at the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Abilene Chapman. Chapman continues to pile it on. They are up now 30-7. 6:37 left to go in the first half. Cravens at quarterback. He'll turn. Fake it to the running back. Now he's going to have it on a quarterback keeper. First down yardage for Will Cravens as he makes it to the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 15 yards. That'll help him get back some of the negative yardage he's been taking here on the sacks. Nice job by Cravens, faking that fake to the running back and just taking it himself. And nice job by the Bearcats, gain of 15 in the play for Bearcat first down. Ellsworth first down and the nose of the football sitting at the 50-yard line. First down and 10, Bearcats here on their home field. Swing it out to the left-hand side. Jace Van Amberg was the nearest Southeast of Saline player as that ball goes incomplete. Out of just to the outstretched arms of the slot receiver. Van Amberg was between the slot and the wide receiver, clear out to the left. Yeah, just a little low for Dayton Davis to receive that pass, as he might be his favorite target. It's just some spectacular catches he had along your sideline over there to see what Dayton Davis can do on this side. Second down and 10 from the 50. 2 wide receivers on each side again here for Cravens. He'll take the snap. Waist high, looking to the right. Now he has to get out of the pocket, being chased. He's going to bring it over here to the right-hand sideline and throw it to the track, out of bounds. Another incompletion there on the 19th pass attempt for Ellsworth. Third down and 10 now coming up from the 50. Nicholson doing a nice job containing him on the inside. Then he broke out and got outside, but Mac Chambers come in to help out, keep on the rush for Cravens. Third and 10. Clock sitting with 3:13 left to go here in the first half. Cravens back to pass. Pocket collapse. He's hit as he throws. Has a receiver, though. And a first down here for the Ellsworth Bearcats. Catching the football is Cole Weber. And Weber is going to have a gain of 12 yards. He has 2 catches for 20 yards so far tonight. Had a hole right in the middle of the Trojan defense, and just nice possession there for Ellsworth, getting some little momentum going here right before the end of the first half. They are now to the Southeast of Saline 38-yard line. Remember, they were down inside the 5-yard line at one point in this game, but fumbled at the 1. Chase Polk scooped it and scored from 99 yards away. First and 10, Cravens lofts the football to the left-hand side, has a receiver wide open, and Southeast of Saline has some broken coverage on the right-hand side of their defense, and that's going to be a Bearcat touchdown from 38 yards away. Yeah, Wyatt Boyd just got beat on the outside, started cutting the middle, just a nice little pass there to Cole Weber from Cravens. 38 yards, Cole Weber gets the touchdown, the first one of the night for the Bearcats. That was a beautiful ball by Will Cravens. Now Ellsworth will line it up here and go for the extra point. 2:37 left to play. Here's Dayton Davis on the extra point. This goes up, and it's no good. Score remains 66-6, 2:37 left to go here as we approach halftime. Back with more Trojan football. Bearcats are on the board here on KINA.
At home or on the road, K4 Garage will keep you moving. With over 12 years of mechanic experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full-service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked convenience store with snacks and drinks. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Ellsworth Bearcats are on the board as Will Cravens hits Cole Weber 38 yards away. Extra point failed, and our score is 66-6. Take a check at the Bennington State Bank scoreboard, another game that has gone to halftime, and it involves Southeast of Saline's opponent for next week, the Russell Broncos. Things not going so well for Russell in Norton tonight. At halftime, the Norton Blue Jays lead the Broncos 26-0. It's a check of our Bennington State Bank scoreboard. We'll dive deeper into that when halftime comes up. Also, we'll have a sit-down and a revisit of a conversation I had a chance to get earlier with Wade Castleman, head coach of the Southeast of Saline cross-country program. That's all coming up at halftime. Brought to you by Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories. Here's a kick by Ellsworth, bobbled a little bit there by Southeast of Saline. And they're just going to fall on it safely there. A good decision by freshman Tucker Thaxton not to put that ball in jeopardy at the 30-yard line.
I'd like to go back to that extra point kick. I mean, I believe that it was blocked by Braxton Blake.
Okay.
Got his hands on the block there for the extra point for the Bearcats. So Southeast Saline still getting the backfield, not even on the extra points.
Good job there by Double B then to get in and get a finger or a hand on that one. It did come out a little funny once it cleared the line, so I wondered if that wasn't the case. Good looking out down there, field level, Jathan. First down and 10, Southeast of Saline. Kerr, the southpaw, throws it out on the right-hand side. This is the Jace Van Amberg, and he has some space. 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards across the 50, and he is into Bearcat territory at the 46-yard line. That will be a 24-yard gain. Jace Van Amberg on the receiving end.
Getting any one of these Trojan wide receivers out in the open. Nice to see what they can do. Jace Van Amberg getting up and gaining another 20 yards almost.
First catch of the game for Jace. He is the 6th Southeast of Saline player to catch a football tonight. First pass completion there by Daniel Kerr on his first attempt. Back to the running game. Jude Golden. Little stutter step right, then back to the middle. He'll pick up 2 on first down. And advance the football inside the 45 to the 38. Loden West on the tackle for the Ellsworth Bearcats. This Ellsworth team loaded with sophomores. They start 9 sophomores. And they have had some tough going tonight, but also their leading tackler and also their leading rusher, one of their senior leaders, and they have very few of them. Bradley Vopat out tonight, unable to play. Straight up the middle here, Southeast with the running game. 3 more yards by Jude Golden. His 4th carry of the night, 22 yards. Clock continuing to run now. 80 seconds left to play here in the first half. Football sitting at the 41. 3rd down and 5. 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side for the Trojans. Golden alone set back. Kerr fakes it to Golden. Now he's going to sprint out right-hand side towards the southeast sideline. Bounces off a tackler. Gets the extra effort for the first down as he takes it inside the 35 to the 34. Gain of 6 on 3rd down for Daniel Kerr.
Just tremendous there. Fake there by Daniel Kerr, taking it to the right side of the field over by us. Just nice to see where they're able to still remain moving on in this first half.
Ball now to the 34-yard line. Southeast of Saline running out of time here, but they don't seem like they're worried about it. Leading by 60 with 42 seconds left to go. Clock still running. Jude Golden this time from the left-hand side. He's going to turn around the corner inside the 30 and be crashing down at the 25-yard line.
Golden on the carry again, brought down by Logan West.
It's a gain of 9 for Jude Golden. He gets some steam behind him. He's an impressive runner.
Yeah, he is. And one thing that I've really seen him come up through the junior high and the high school levels here Like he's starting to run more downhill besides sideways, and then even when he gets into the boxes, he starts running sideways itself, and not just left to right, but sideways. So nice to see him starting to move the ball up the field.
That'll bring us to the halftime break. Southeast of Saline let the clock run out, and we are at the break, 66-6. Southeast of Saline leading here over the Ellsworth Bearcats. We await the comments of head coach Mitch Gebhardt on the field. See if Jathan can get him ran down before they go to the locker room here. And also maybe check out a little bit what the status is here of this game as we go to halftime. A 60-point lead by Southeast of Saline. Some weather possibly in the area as we await the presence of Mitch Gebhardt on the field. His team leading by 60. Energy was one of his concerns, and I don't think he has to be concerned about that right now. Let's go down. Here's Coach.
Coach down here in the first half just looked tremendous, and you mentioned you're worried about your energy level here. What did you think of your energy level here in this first half?
I thought, when you score a touchdown on the first offensive play, the kids got energy. I was worried a little bit all week. We didn't seem to have the energy in practice that, you need to have good practices. But, I felt like we did have a lot of energy here.
One thing you said in your pregame is how you had a pretty focused practice this week, and I think that's where just coming up with the scoreboard, you see 66-6, and they're focused here, and that's how you can keep their focus in the second half.
Yeah, we did have focused practice this week, and that's important. Like I said, I just felt like our energy wasn't where it needed to be, but they were focused, and we did good X's and O's stuff this week. We're gonna keep them focused, and we're gonna talk to them this week. We didn't play a perfect half, we want to make some adjustments and do some things so that we're better in the second half.
That'll be good. We'll have to see you in the second half then. Devin, back to you.
Thank you very much. Mitch Gebhardt on the field, brought to you by Frisbee Construction, our friends from Gypsum. 66-6 our score here at the break. Time now to step away. We're going to have a quick timeout and then come back with Wade Castleman. He's going to fill us in on a busy time for Southeast of Saline cross-country runners and the week that they have had since we last talked to him last Friday night. We're at halftime. Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report comes at you with a 66-6 Southeast of Saline lead at the break here on KINA.
Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Kickoff Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Kickoff Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
It's third down and 8 for the Trojans. They really need to make the right call here.
During the football game, it's crucial to make the right call. And in real estate, one call can bring a positive outcome from your real estate experience. Whether you're looking for real property, upsizing to make room for the family, downsizing, or acquiring investment property, call Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com.
What a call! Touchdown, Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap, stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Let's head back to the stadium for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime, Southeast of Saline on the road tonight playing football in Ellsworth. And time now for our halftime chat. Brought to you by Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com. Buy or sell, call Winnell, and it's Wade Castleman, head coach of the Southeast of Saline cross country program. Boy, a busy time for you here in about the last 10 days, Coach. A lot of cross country. You had trouble getting started. We talked about the Abilene meet being called due to weather, but now it's been a lot of running in a short amount of time, hasn't it?
It sure has. And, the kids are a little tired and everything, and actually it doesn't slow down for us very much here because we turn around and we don't have a full week off. We turn around and race on Tuesday at the Southeast of Saline Invitational.
Let's go back to what we've missed. Last time we talked, we were in between two meets. You were getting ready to head to Wamego for that cross-country meet there, and a course that you need to get familiar with just because of postseason coming up later in the year, but also a course that you were elevated in competition against some Class 4A schools. How'd everything work out for you in Wamego last Saturday?
It went very well. I was very happy with the kids' efforts. They stepped up to the competition that we saw. We got to see a very good Bueller team on the boys' side, and on the girls' side, we saw three of the top ranked 4A schools that were there in Eudora and Baldwin and Lewisburg. So it was good to see them.
You say some names like those schools that you just commented on. Those aren't schools that you see very often, and really, really good runners.
Yes, very good runners. I mean, Baldwin is, strong year in and year out, and Eudora has built quite the program. And so, it was good for our kids to see that type of competition, that caliber of competition. And our girls, I was very pleased with their efforts. They stepped up and, they didn't let it faze them that, hey, we're a 3A school running against 4A competition.
Take us through the ladies. Who were some of your top finishers?
So Gentry Alderson, she was first place, ran 18:51 on a very challenging Wamego course. And freshman Abby Comerford was our second runner. Callie Augustine was our third runner, placing 15th overall. And sophomore Sadie Franklin was our placed 27th, and Joni Schroeder was 30th, and Savannah Sutton was 41st, and Brooklyn Adams was 49th.
How'd the guys do at Wamego?
They did very well as also. On the guys' side, we got to see Bueller before we got to see them yesterday at their home meet. Yeah. And Wamego, the host school, which are very good programs, they both beat us, but we were close. We were in the hunt. Dylan Sprecher got fourth place overall, and people might think, oh my gosh, did he have a bad race? And he really didn't. He had a very good race. The three people that beat him all are state champions in cross country or track and field. So it was a very quality meet for them. Bueller won the team title and beat us by 12 points and everything. But I was very pleased with our effort.
I remember you mentioning last Friday just the challenge of some of those Bueller runners, especially individually in the guys' side, and your guys' challenge in doing that. Well, then you get to turn around now last night on yesterday, and go to Bueller's home meet, where Dylan also had a great day there, didn't he?
He sure did. He avenged his loss to the Tanner Lindahl, the Bueller runner. And Dylan came away with the team or the individual title yesterday at Bueller.
How'd everyone do as a team on the boys' side?
On the boys' side, we did very well. We avenged our loss to Bueller. We beat them by 6 points, and it was very, very close. It was nip and tuck the whole way. But our kids we keyed on Bueller, and we knew that was the team that we needed to try and put our runners in front of their runners.
Sometimes cross country and track, they can be looked at as an individual sport, and I know there's some of that too. But there's also a huge team concept. When you're telling me about losing a team match when you go up a little bit in class at Wamego, but then you guys come back and you go right into Bueller's backyard and you take care of business and avenge those losses, or not actually really losses, just you didn't get first, but you go into their home meet and you make a statement.
Exactly. And, this was a new meet for us. We hadn't been to the Bueller Invitational before.
Right.
And so a new course and, didn't know exactly what to expect. It wasn't team-wise, there weren't as many teams there as we thought that might be there, but the quality was there. Great Bend was there, Goddard was there, Winfield was there, and there were some smaller 2A schools that came in at the last minute. And, I was very pleased with our efforts. The kids were focused and driven and just very happy.
How did the ladies do at Bueller, Coach?
They did a great job. Great Bend won the team title there, but we were only 10 points behind them. And, Gentry Alderson won the individual title. She ran 19:36 on a challenging course, and Abby and Joni and Callie were all in the top 10 for us. So, I was very pleased with that as well. And Sadie Franklin was 13th overall for us.
Now, after a busy few days, you get a chance to have the weekend off, but you were preparing for your home meet, a big, big meet that comes up for you next week.
Yes, it is a big meet. I think we have approximately 21 schools that are going to be represented there. So, it'll have the feel number-wise of the Heston meet where, 1 through 6A are there, even though it's split out by divisions. But, yeah, it's going to be a good meet. We've got some quality teams coming in that want to see good competition, and I think they're going to get to see it.
Great update as always on the Southeast of Saline cross country team by Wade Castleman, their head coach. Coach, best of luck to you in your home meet. Bring home the gold here at Southeast of Saline this coming week, and we'll look forward to talking to you on Friday.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Devin.
Back with more halftime after this on KI.
Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Kickoff Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Kickoff Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories. Supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
At Commercial Tire Centers, we know you have many places to be and lots of things to see. Your tires are everything, and we are here to serve you. From the smallest lawnmower tire to passenger tires, farm tires, and the largest truck and commercial tires, call Commercial Tire. Oil changes, suspension service, alignment, too many things to mention. The trusted tire experts are at Commercial Tire Center.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Generations of confidence, relationships for life. Since established in business in 1887, the Bank of Pescott has built its reputation on personal service and community promotion. Family owned and locally operated in the communities of Pescott, Lincoln, Saline, and Lynchburg. The Bank of Pescott strives to provide customers with a competitive array of loan and deposit products that aid in their financial success. Visit us today and see why so many people have helped the Bank of Pescott become one of the strongest banks in Kansas. Bank of Pescott, member FDIC.
We're growing your way. We're the Bank of Pescott.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump, Todd Riley, and Timothy Hawks, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Kansas Wesleyan University offers great nursing education options with a BS major in nursing and an RN to BSN program. KWU recently opened a brand new $5 million nursing education center that features state-of-the-art simulation rooms and next-generation classroom equipment designed to take the educational experience to the next level. Wonderful scholarships and opportunities to gain experience are available. Want to know more? Check out kwu.edu/nursing today. That's kwu.edu/nursing.
Don't get caught on empty. Fill up on all your basic needs at Asaria Oil and Hardware. We want to be sure all our Trojans are fueled up for the big game. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, start with a full tank of gas for your car or your belly. Get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough stamina to get that Trojan win. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Show. We're at halftime, brought to you by Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. 2:48 left to go here. We're still running through halftime, and they are watching the weather. They instructed the Ellsworth band to take their instruments inside. Jathan tried to go with them, and I told him, no, his work's not done here. But anyway, we will go through stats for the first half. 20 pass attempts for the Ellsworth Bearcats. Will Cravens completed 12 of them, 125 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. His favorite target was Leighton Leiker, 5 catches, 28 yards. Dayton Davis had 3 catches, 34 yards. Cole Weber had 3 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown that included a 38-yard pass reception. There's been no rushing game tonight for Ellsworth. They have lost 31 yards on the ground. That, with their 125 yards of passing, lands them with 94 total yards here at the break. They do have 3 turnovers. Southeast of Saline, Luke Gebhardt, 8 of 9, passing the football. He has almost 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Daniel Kerr came in. He threw a pass, completed it for 24 yards to Jace Van Amberg. Your leading receivers so far in this game, Chase Pogue, 2 receptions, 102 yards. Both of them went for touchdowns. Landon Allen has a catch for 21 yards. Michael Murray has a catch and a touchdown for 30 yards. Actually, 2 catches for Murray, 30 yards in that touchdown. Jake Gebhardt, 2 catches, 20 yards. And Matthew Rodriguez a catch for 17 yards. Rushing the football, Rodriguez 57 yards on 8 carries, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Also 4 rushes for Luke Gebhardt and a touchdown, 19 yards. Daniel Kerr has a touchdown on 4 carries, 62 yards, and a carry for Chase Pogue of 9 yards. Here at the break, southeast of Saline, 178 yards rushing, 214 yards passing, a total of 392 yards of total offense. Not a bad half of work for southeast of Saline. The Trojans lead it 66-6. When we come back, we will go over the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. A lot of scores to pass along to you. That's coming up after this 2-minute timeout right here on KINA.
Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Kickoff Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Kickoff Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Saline Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Saline Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Saline Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salineortho.com.
Exit 14 Restaurant in Gypsum, Kansas is cooking up something amazing today. Whether you want to order from our menu or try one of our delicious daily specials, try one of their scrumptious desserts. Exit 14 is open for lunch Tuesday through Saturday 11 to 2 and 5 to 9 Thursday through Saturday. Head out to try Prime Rib Night last Saturday of the month and open for Chicken Dinner Day on the first Sunday of the month. Exit 14, 512 Maple in Gypsum, Kansas. Great people, great food, good time.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
Back here at Shanelack Field in Ellsworth, a lengthy conversation with the officials out in the middle of the field as we are getting ready to start second half. Let's get some scores to you along the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Chapman over Abilene. All these games are at halftime, by the way, or nearing the half. Chapman leading Abilene 38-7. Salina South leading Campus 28-0. Beloit leading Concordia 14-8. Sacred Heart and Inman. In Inman, they're in a lightning delay. They didn't really ever get going. They were scheduled to start that game at about 8:15, maybe 8:30. Minneapolis over Republic County at half, 6-0. Norton over Russell, 26-0. Scott City leads Cimarron, 14-7. Salina Central and Andover tied up at 7 points apiece, and Ulysses leading Colby by just 8, 14-6. Ulysses leading Colby. Want to remind you, NASCAR racing and the playoffs are at home right here on KINA. Coming up with a big night race tomorrow night from Bristol. It's an elimination race in the Cup Series. See if Kyle Busch can make his way into the next round of the playoffs. He has struggled through the first 2 races with Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex, his teammates, winning the first 2. It's a cutoff race tomorrow night from Bristol, and it gets started with pre-race right here on KINA. Brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers, K4 Trailer Sales in Beloit, and also K4 Truck Accessories in Salina. It's all right here on KINA tomorrow night, starting at 5:30, the Cup Series at Bristol. Jathan, this thing looked a little bit like the Cup Series when we got started out. Chase Pogue took the first play to the house for a touchdown. Since then, Southeast didn't look back. 66-6 our score.
Yeah, they were just on full throttle, full force this game here, and even started that second quarter with a quick touchdown. And we'll see what this Southeast Saline defense does when they open in possession against the Bearcats.
Jude Golden puts his foot into it, kicking against the wind. Here is a catch back at about the 25-yard line. Looks like Leiker will bring it. Flirts with the 30, gets to the 29. Ellsworth will start out there. We are just on the edge of some rain coming in. There is a little bit of lightning with it. Doesn't look severe. Looks like maybe some moisture and a little bit of electricity in there. I don't anticipate any hail or anything like that, but just a good old Kansas garden variety thunderstorm, I think, that we are just sitting on the edge of right now here in Ellsworth.
Few sprinkles coming down right now, just a few sprinkles on the horizon here for this field.
I said on the edge, so that means edge sprinkles. First down and 10 for Ellsworth at the 29. Little play action there, read option style, and the quarterback is going to keep it, go to the left-hand side, and drug down from behind. Nice job that time by Southeast of Saline's Evan Nicholson, who's out there playing defense right now, keeping that play at bay for no gain. Still 26 yards in the hole for Will Cravens tonight, courtesy of 5 sacks. At the 30. 2 wide receivers on each side. Cravens with a little quick drop out of the shotgun. Boy, Nicholson had a hand on him, tried to get him down. He could not. Now Cravens is going to unleash it, and it's going to be complete over to about the 44-yard line on the far side in Southeast of Saline territory. A big strike there, and now the clouds have opened.
That's just a nice catch there by Cole Weber with that pass completion. Cravens just get on the in and out and find a wide open.
84 yards for Cole Weber tonight thus far. Jathan, as you see lightning, get out of there. That's the best advice I can give you in life. The rain is really coming down now. Cravens with a carry for 1 yard. Brings up second down and 9. And the crowd has scattered. Second down and 10. Ball sitting at the 43-yard line. Cravens wanted to hand it off. He's going to try to sprint out. Now he's going to slip down at about the 49-yard line. That'll be a loss of 6.
Yeah, one thing about this grass being Bermuda grass, it's cut short. I mean, it gets slippery when it's wet, and that little wetness just made him not stick that foot in, and it fell right down. A loss of yards for the Bearcats.
Yeah, we talked about that before the game, how close this field was cut. Jathan, I might lose you here. I'm going to get some of this equipment inside.
Copy that.
Third down and 14 here for Ellsworth.
You do have a visitor coming up, too.
Okay. Here's Cravens now back to pass. Nicholson nearly got the sack. Now Cravens tries to get out on the right-hand side, and he's going to throw it away. Nicholson wreaking havoc on defense here as he was able to get to Cravens once again. Cravens had to throw that football away, did a really good job getting rid of it. And now it's going to be fourth down and about 15 for the Bearcats. From the 49-yard line, 4th and 16 is where they're going to put it down. Punt formation here for Ellsworth. Football back to the snapper, and he's going to put his foot into it. Back deep, Tucker Thaxton's going to watch this thing die at about the 28. So a good exchange there for Ellsworth. But things are getting wet.
The fans have sure left this stadium as not much of a game, but some diehard fans are really sticking around, and nice to see Saline still stick around too, even on their visiting side here.
Let's be honest, there wasn't much for the Ellsworth fans to stick around for. 66-6 our score right now. Ellsworth now forced to play defense. Daniel Kerr still in there, quarterback. He's going to pitch it out to Jude Golden. Golden negotiating his way through traffic, gets across the line of scrimmage, now across the 30-yard line. He'll plunge ahead to the 33 for a gain of 5. 36 yards on 6 carries for Jude Golden. He's averaging 6 yards a carry.
Trevor Keller getting up there on that block for Jude Golden, get a couple more yards. Nice to see everyone just keep doing their scheme as they're what they're being told.
From the 33, southeast of Saline, Daniel now will fake it to Golden. He'll keep it, get back to the line of scrimmage, and then nothing more. That will bring up a rare third down and 5 for southeast of Saline. They haven't seen many of those tonight.
Just a quick rain shower there, got things damp and wet, and now it's just a little light sprinkle here on the field.
Obermeyer comes out to the near side, left-hand side of the southeast of Saline offense. 3rd down and 5. And this will stop play. They're going to say offsides against Ellsworth. Now, this will be close. It's about 3rd and 5.5 yards, I think. I don't know that this 5-yard penalty against the Bearcats will give southeast of Saline a first down. See where we're at here once they eyeball it, and it looks like it's going to be a couple lengths short. So now that 3rd and a healthy 5 turns into 3rd and a couple of chain links. Football moved out now to about the 37-yard line. Here's the snap back to Carey. He'll hand it to Jude Golden. Golden out across the 40 to the 41, and he'll get 3 yards and a first down to keep this drive alive for Southeast.
Just a way to start their first possession in the second half, getting the ball and just keep nickel and diamond Ellsworth Bearcats further and further back and getting it good for a Trojan first down.
5:14 left to go, third quarter. 66-6 is our score. Southeast did all their heavy lifting in the first quarter when they led 36-0. Here's Kerr to Golden. Jude, a little stutter step in the hole. He'll plunge ahead and get 4 on first down. This is the way you keep the clock moving, right?
Yeah, I believe it's rolling anyways, but just icing on the cake. They just keep rolling the ball and keeping the ball in their possession, and the clock is continuously running here in the second half, it looks like, as that ball on that punt was never stopped.
Officials trying to keep the football dry with a towel before they place it down, right before Southeast of Saline snaps it. Here's Kerr now, looking for space, sweeping off to the left-hand side, runs into a host of defensive backs for Ellsworth. He stuck his head down, got to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short of the first down. 5 carries, 65 yards. That's the first carry of the second half for Daniel Kerr. 3rd down and a long 1.5 yards, almost 2 yards. At the 49-yard line for Southeast of Saline. You have to go basically from 149 to the other. Full stack backfield. They fake it to Thaxton this time. Kerr is going to have some space into that secondary level, and he's going to make it all the way down to the 42-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9 and move the chains once again for Southeast of Saline. 74 yards for Daniel Kerr coming in tonight, backup quarterback. New line of scrimmage for Southeast is at the 42 in Bearcat territory.
Just keep punching the line and punching it downhill and getting those lead blocks up the field as the lineman's already in the second area.
Golden on the sweep, looking for more. After he has 5, he breaks a tackle. He's out and free at the 30, 20, cash it in, goodbye. Jude Golden, once he got past that first wave and was able to pull his leg out of a would-be Bearcat tackler, was able to take it all the way down the field for a 42-yard touchdown run. Jude Golden, his second rushing touchdown of the season.
Golden breaking that tackle from Dayton Davis, just going upfield. Nice to see him just put on the afterburners and get that 30-yard touchdown for Southeast.
Nice job there by Jude Golden. Southeast now going for 2. Kerr rolling out to his left. There's a flag on the play. Now he's going to throw it underhanded. It'll be picked off by the Bearcats in the end zone, but we'll have to check the flag. See what the officials want to call here. And the rain is over. For now, maybe. It's holding on Southeast of Saline. So the 2-point conversion fails. 2:14 left to go here in the third quarter. Clock continues to run. We'll step away for 30. When we come back, more Trojan football on KINA.
At home or on the road, K4 Garage will keep you moving. With over 12 years of mechanic experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full-service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked convenience store with snacks and drinks. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Devin Haney, Jathan Show. Probably a damp Jathan Show, along with all of our loyal Southeast of Saline supporters over on the far side watching Trojans assemble a beat down here in Ellsworth tonight so far. Clock continues to run. It ran all the way through that last break as the mercy rule is in effect with no doubt here in Ellsworth. 72-6 Trojans. Jude Gold ready to kick it off again here in the third quarter. Nice high end-over-end kick. Be taken by Ellsworth back at about the 15-yard line. They'll get out to the 25. And then taken down there, Leighton Liker on the return for the Bearcats. That may take us to the end of the third quarter. 45 seconds left. Clock still rolling.
We got a late flag here coming in from the side judge for something.
Okay. Unsportsmanlike. Ellsworth. That's not going to help their cause at all. Back them up to about the 10. Nicholson out there. We've talked about him extensively on offense and defense. Eli Jackson, he has a sack. Also, Braxton Blake. 3 of your starters on offensive line out there playing defensive line right now. Daxton out here playing corner. Also on the other corner, Cameron Whitty. Daniel Kerr playing safety, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. End of 3. This one's going to move quick as it is already. 72-6 our score. Southeast of Saline leading. Fourth and final quarter coming up after this. You're listening to Trojan Football. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
At Commercial Tire Centers, we know you have many places to be and lots of things to see. Your tires are everything, and we are here to serve you. From the smallest lawnmower tire to passenger tires, farm tires, and the largest truck and commercial tires, call Commercial Tire. Oil changes, suspension service, alignment, too many things to mention. The trusted tire experts are at Commercial Tire Center.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
It is third down and 8 for the Trojans. They really need to make the right call here.
During the football game, it's crucial to make the right call. And in real estate, one call can bring a positive outcome from your real estate experience. Whether you're looking for rural property, upsizing to make room for the family, downsizing, or acquiring investment property, call Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com.
What a call! Touchdown, Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Football on KINA.
Quick rain shower right as we started the third quarter made things damp. Chased off a bunch of fans. But Southeast of Saline still out there trying to close this one out, 72-6. The Trojans leading over the Ellsworth Bearcats. Welcome back to Ellsworth. Devin Haney along with Jathan Show. Jathan, how you doing down there?
Oh, it's pretty nice now right now. Just a little damp, but not too bad.
Here's Ellsworth starting out, trying to get themselves out of a hole after a penalty from their own 12-yard line. And they don't get much there on the run on first down. Ellsworth, along with quarterback sacks, just had a really bad time running the football in the first half of this game. They hit halftime with negative 31 yards rushing. Second down and 10 from the 12. Ellsworth's short passing game has been effective tonight. Craven's back to pass. Slipped through a Southeast of Saline tackler. Now he's off and racing. Past the 20, 25, and then slides down just short of the 30 at about the 29. A 17-yard scamper from Will Cravens.
Yeah, getting upfield and had a good blitz there for Southeast. Just couldn't quite get him. Will Cravens found a nice hole and got a gain of 18 on the play. Good for Bearcat first down.
So he does move the chains. That'll help Ellsworth. Out to the 26. Cravens back to pass again. Pressure again, and he's going to be dropped. He does get back to the line of scrimmage, though, and gets a short gain. Jace Van Amberg there. Braxton Blake was the first one to hit him, but he does get out of harm's way and get a little bit positive yardage there to avoid the sack out to the 29.
Nice job by Braxton Blake bringing him down and fighting off his defender and getting Cravens for a loss or for a short gain on the play for the Bearcats.
From the 29. Second down, Cravens wants to pass over the seam. It's deflected, and then a collision between the defensive back and the wide receiver for Ellsworth. Up with a chance to intercept that football was Wyatt Boyd, the sophomore from Southeast.
Wyatt came in hot and almost had the interception as he hit the receiver, as the receiver took the most hit on it, I'd say, and got a good shot there from Wyatt Boyd.
Kerr and Boyd both playing in there now, defensive back in the middle of the field. 3rd down and 8 coming up here for Ellsworth. Cravens with 3 wide receivers on the right-hand side. And a movement up front will put them back 5 yards. That'll go back now to the 24. Make it 3rd down and 13.
We have JV tennis at Smoky Valley starting at 3 o'clock p.m. We have junior high volleyball at Saline at 4:15 p.m.
Clock continues to run here at Ellsworth. 3:15 left to go.
High school volleyball in Little River at 5 p.m.
Ellsworth with a big 3rd and 13 coming up. 3 wide receivers to the right-hand side. Cravens back to pass. Little head and shoulder fake. He's going to throw this one. It goes long. Thaxton, the closest person to it, and Tucker was still about 2 yards behind that ball as it was thrown deep down the left-hand side, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Cravens has a nice ball and a nice arm and just couldn't quite find a wide-open wide receiver. But once he starts getting that connection this sophomore year that he has, it'll be interesting to see what he can do when he becomes a senior and maintains this football mentality here.
Thaxton and Kerr back deep here on the punt return. Formation for Southeast of Saline. It's a low snap. Ellsworth digs it out. Nice high spiral kick. Not a long one, but just bounces about the 42, and then it's going to carry its way almost to the 50. Southeast of Saline will start out in Ellsworth territory at the 49. 72-6, our score. Southeast of Saline led 36-0 at the end of 1, 66-6 at halftime. Now 72-6 here as we played the whole second half with a running clock. Just under 8 minutes left to go. Expect a lot of handoffs and a lot of keeping that clock rolling here, don't you, Jathan?
Yeah, definitely, and still bringing in some freshmen here for the second half of the game. Nice to see him getting varsity experience for Southeast.
Daniel Kerr will pitch out to Nathan Friesen. Friesen will take the left-hand side, running over tacklers. Now he springs free. Friesen inside the 30 and finally brought down at the 26-yard line. It's a 23-yard carry for Nathan Friesen for Southeast of Saline.
Almost looked like he just was going to run straight out of bounds. He didn't want to get hit or anything, and then he cut it upfield right at the sideline, found a little crease and another extra 10 yards after contact.
I like it. To the, well, let's say the 27-yard line. 22 yards. They say he stepped out a little bit early there. Nice carry, though, by Friesen. They're going to fake it to Friesen this time. Kerr will keep it. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and then nothing more. Kerr has had a good half. Came in middle of the second quarter, now middle of the fourth. 74 yards for him on the ground. He threw one pass, completed it to Jace Van Amberg for 24 yards. Jude Golden has also been productive. 9 carries, 85 yards and a touchdown for Golden. Second down and 10 here for Southeast of Saline. Line of scrimmage at the 27. Southeast still shuffling people in and out with 6:20 left to go here in this game. Van Amberg.
That was like the Russian roulette table there.
Yeah. Here's a rush over to the left. Not much going there. Ellsworth's defense there to make the stop. Looks like Marcus Davis on that carry for Southeast of Saline. Also in there, Evan Watkins. Cooper Westoff. Split to the right-hand side.
Yeah, Lorenzo McVeigh over here on the left side here for Southeast.
Friesen is going to take the snap here at quarterback now. Kerr is out of the game. Landon Albright also in there. Here's Friesen off the snap. Gets hit hard by Dayton Davis over here at about the 27-yard line. Just made it back to the line of scrimmage, did Friesen, and that was it. 4th down and 10 coming up. Down to 5:08 left to play. This is a prime example of get on the bus, you might have a chance to play, isn't it? I mean, I think everybody made the trip for Southeast has entered the game.
Yeah. Don't forget your shoes either.
That's right. Friesen ready to take the snap here, 4th down and 10. He's going to sweep it out to the left-hand side, looking for space. He'll tuck it and run. Friesen has good speed. We've seen it. He'll make it to the 20. It's a nice gain, but 7 yards isn't going to get the first down. He comes up 3 yards short, and they'll turn it over on downs back to the Bearcats. So Ellsworth gets a stop here late in this game. 4.5 minutes left to play. 3 carries for Friesen on that series, 29 yards. Ellsworth will start out here at their own 20. Stay tuned after the game. We'll get final comments from Mitch Gebhardt. Also, we'll have final stats and a check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard in postgame. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. Here's a ball that goes off the hands of Leighton Liker. He's had a really nice game, but that was not a good catch there for Liker as the wet ball went off his hands. Incomplete.
Yeah, he had a wet ball, and then it seemed like he had a cramp on his leg as he brought up with his left leg as he's coming off the field right now. Somewhat limping or gingerly, but just had a cramp, looked like. Real quick one for Liker, but just ball went right out of his hands. As you said, a damp ball.
Dax Liker, a freshman, will come in and sub for him. He will split out far to the left-hand side, along with Cole Weber, who's had a big game for Ellsworth. 4 wide receivers total. Craven's back to pass. Looking out of that short shotgun. Now he wants to roll to the right, directing traffic. Has a receiver along the southeast sideline, and it gets incomplete. 1 of 6 throwing the football here in this second half. Doesn't matter, though. Clock still running, approaching the 3-minute mark. 3rd down and 10 coming up for Ellsworth. Have to start turning your attention to homecoming next week against the Russell Broncos.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Southeast Saline ready to be back home for a home game against the Broncos.
3rd down and 10. Here's Cravens, wants to pass, and it goes right off the gloves of Liker again. That would have been a first down for Ellsworth, but instead it's going to be 4th down and 10. Last check, Russell at halftime with Norton on the road in Norton. They were down 26-0. Norton leading the Russell Broncos in that one. So they will come in most likely 2-1, barring a big comeback. Russell had a 3 overtime game last week against Thomas More Prep. 4th and 10, Bearcats. They're in punt formation once again. Southeast of Saline has nobody back to receive. This punt's going to hit at the 50. Take a gratuitous Bearcat roll all the way down to the 41. 2 minutes left to play. Clock continues to roll.
Nice punt from Landon Johnson. All the way down to the Trojan 41-yard line.
Southeast led 36-0 at the end of one and started on the first play of the game. Little screen pass went out to the left-hand side to Chase Pogue, and he did the rest. And then it was just accelerator stuck on the floor the whole way. For Southeast of Saline, 36 points in the first, 30 points in the second quarter. Tacked on another touchdown in the third, and here we are. Southeast has the ball back, leading 72-6. Trojans lose the football here. Ellsworth's going to pick it up, and the Bearcats will have it. First turnover of the game for Southeast of Saline. Jathan, wet ball or mishandled?
Fumble on the play is recovered by the Bearcats.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Okay.
Just a end of the game there, and still just trying to play hard for this freshman group. The substitutions coming in as they just keep rolling in for the Southeast.
Ellsworth trying to get something together here so they can score more points. They're at the 25-yard line, but that clock continues to roll. First down and 10. Cravens wants to go to the right-hand side. Has a wide receiver off the gloves and not on the ground. 37 seconds, clock rolling. Second 10 coming up. They might get one more off here. Clock down to 29.
Lorenzo McVeigh doing a nice job defending that pass, knocking it down for Southeast.
Okay. Pistol formation this time for Ellsworth. Clock down to 10. Cravens will take the snap. Little quarterback read here. He's going to take it to the right-hand side. Southeast makes the stop, and that should do it. 72-6, our final score. Southeast of Saline goes on the road for the second consecutive week, and they make a statement against the Ellsworth Bearcats, winning 72-6. Southeast now 3-0 on the season. When we come back, we'll have final numbers from this game. We'll also have a conversation with Mitch Gebhardt in postgame. It's all brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. Whether you're on your way home or on your way to the next Trojan sporting event, your tires are the most important thing on your car. Make sure they're up to par with a visit to Commercial Tire Centers. 72-6, Trojans win it. Back with postgame after this on KINA.
At Commercial Tire Centers, we know you have many places to be and lots of things to see. Your tires are everything, and we are here to serve you. From the smallest lawnmower tire to passenger tires, farm tires, and the largest truck and commercial tires, call Commercial Tire. Oil changes, suspension service, alignment, too many things to mention. The trusted tire experts are at Commercial Tire Center.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
The name is JJ Lawn Care, but don't let the name fool you. It's not just lawns they care about, it's their customers. JJ Lawn Care is a locally owned business that works with people in and around Salina on more than just lawns. Warm weather is winding down. Fertilizing and winterizing your lawn and removing those pesky leaves can be a real chore. Let JJ Lawn Care come to the rescue for your fescue. Give Jathan a call today at 820-7728. JJ Lawn Care, caring for more than just your lawn.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call.